What's up, everybody, man? I'd like to take this time to welcome all of you into the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. Your boy is in the building, man. We're going to do today a 2026 first round mock draft. So we're going to talk about all 32 positions, their needs, what they're looking for, and potentially how they're going to shake this thing on down. So yeah. So come on in the building. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. It's time to get into it as we do. I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody know the first round draft pick selection. We're gonna put it on the screen for everybody. First round draft pick selection is going to probably more than likely go to Mr. Fernando Mendoza with the Raiders. They have needs that are quarterback, offensive guard, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and D tackle. They should look to fill the needs right up in there. So I'm gonna draft them. Fernando Mendoza. That comes as no surprise. Now I know I saw some mock drafts today that said that there is a potential for them to move forward with Kirk Cousins and then potentially try to trade back and get more picks off that first round picks. I don't see that happening, but there is a small possibility of that coming in. Just be on the lookout for that. How much of a chance will it be? I think it's a slim chance of that happening. I think they're going to go pick Fernando Mendoza and they're going to move on. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting because we know the Jets got to need a receiver. We know they got to need an edge linebacker. Now, for me, I think that they look at probably David Bailey right here. It's between him and Orville Reese. Which one would make more sense for the Jets right here? I mean, we know they're not looking for a QB. We know that they don't have too much. The plan is not to play right now. So the plan is to move on in eventually. Now, I think the Jets is going to take David Bailey right here, Texas Tech. They'd be a fool to pass all on them. Like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat as y'all getting in. It's good to see each and every one of y'all here. We're gonna see how close to this thing we're gonna get. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I say, he's talking about early today. Oh, yeah. We already know. We're doing a live mock draft for everybody on in here. Come on in here. Like, comment, subscribe on your way on in here. We can do this. Is gonna be quick, and then we're gonna come right back to you at around 6. But we're gonna do our Carolina Panthers preview, and we're gonna lay it out for everybody out there. But yeah, let's get into it. Next up is the Arizona Cardinals. To me, this one is the most interesting pick because the Arizona Cardinals, they need offensive players as well as they need defensive players because they don't seem to have a foundation on which they want to do something. So I'm going, and if I'm the Arizona Cardinals right here at number 3, I don't have anything. Jacoby Brissett is over here holding out. I'm going to make sure that I secure my future. I'm going to go get Ty Simpson, quarterback, Alabama. That right there to me makes the most sense. I know a lot of people had the Cardinals taking edge, Orville Reese. But I think right here, Orville Reese is going to drop down just a little bit, because I think the Tennessee Titans, people think they're going after a running back. But Tennessee, like I said, with the needs that they have, they need an edge rusher, a linebacker. I'm going to give them the best available player right there, which I know they're going to run up to the podium. I'm going to give them Orville Reese right here. I think that with their needs, they're going to probably look to jump all over him at edge/linebacker. Next up, here's an interesting one. You have the New York Football Giants. And I think the New York Football Giants could go a multiple ways. They could go get running back Jeremiah Love. They could go Cornell Tate, or they could go Sonny Styles right here. Now, you just had Malik Neighbors, and then you say, okay, you got your quarterback, Jackson Dart of the future. You need to surround him with a bona fide weapon. You already got Scatbo. So I don't think you're looking at Jeremiah Love right here. So to me, what makes sense is going to be between Carnell Tate and linebacker Sonny Styles. I think with them just getting off of Bobby Enrique and they just let a big major defensive player in Dexter Lawrence go to pair with Brian Burns, they're going to probably make sure that they need to get somebody that they can, have to anchor everything down. I really think right here, they go Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State. I think that to me screams of what they're probably going to potentially do. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns at number 6. Cleveland Browns has been linked to a lot of offensive players. They need an offensive tackle. They need a wideout. They need QB. They need some of everything. We got a choice right here. I'm gonna give them an offensive tackle because I believe that right there is a more pressing need than anything to protect their young quarterbacks and the positions that they got. So I think they need to make sure that they have somebody to keep him upright. That's just my honest opinion. Next up, here's where you can get cute with it. And when I say cute with it, I'm going to be real. This is Washington's pick, and their team they need a wide receiver, offensive, they need a center, a potential safety. I'm going to send, here it is. Carnell Tate makes the most sense to me for them because they have issues with outside of Scary Terry. They got issues with weapons. It wouldn't make sense to get them Jeremiah Love right here, as much as I would love to. But you know what? They need. Let me look at their running back position because they fourth position of need, team need is running back. Low priority quarterback, offensive tackle, tight end. High priority is wide receiver, offensive center, safety, and running back. Well, then, I hate to say it. If Jeremiah Love is sitting right there, I fully expect them to pull the plug on Jeremiah Love to pair him with Jaden Daniels and the crew. I think that right there could make some sense to them. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. Their number one priority is getting an edge in. And I think if I'm going to put it like this right here. Ruben Bain Jr. is sitting in front of them. You dangle the carrot, they're probably going to answer it. I'm giving them Ruben Bain. Next up, we have Kansas City. Kansas City, to me, need a wide receiver in the worst way. They need a weapon, and I'm going to give them Carnell Tate. Mostly because Patrick Mahomes and what he has over there is very slim. Ohio State Carnell Tate is a good pick right there, to me. Next up, the New York Giants, who has needs. Once again, we just gave them Sonny Styles, but they need to get something on the offensive side of the football right here. So I'm going to probably get them. Oh, damn. They can rebuild this defense all the way around if they take Caleb Downs right there. I was going to either Makai Lennon or Caleb Downs right here. For the Giants and their second pick that they got from the Bengals right here, because this was a traded pick that they got. I think you go. Caleb Downs is the must-see prospect that'll make the most impact at this particular moment. But then you got Makai Lennon, who is one of the biggest glaring needs on the offensive side of the football to be able to put points up. So how do you balance points on this one? I'm going with Downs. I think Downs is going to be the most sense that's being made right here for them to go. So then they get two very great pieces and Orville Reese, and then Caleb Downs. Shout out to them for that. Next up, I'm gonna be real with you. They're gonna probably take best player available here for Miami. They got a young quarterback, but are we really gonna be drafting him a receiver because we believe in him? I think they're gonna take best player available, and right now, Mansalor Delaney is the best available at that particular moment. So I think you go with Mansour Delaney. Next up, we got the Cowboys. The Cowboys are sitting here, and that safety from Oregon, Dylan Thieneman, is sitting right here. But I'm also looking at, let's take a look on the defensive side because they need a cornerback, linebacker, safety. Cornerback, linebacker, and a safety. Best available, you got Kendrick Falk. And I know these boys love a good edge rusher. And there ain't nothing like it. I'm gonna go. Let's see who they had. They just got a D tackle. So let's see who left at linebacker. Woo! Cowboys could shake it up by taking a linebacker right there. Because we're sitting at, like I said, we're in the first half practically of this draft. They need a corner. I mean, hell, the value for Jamal McCoy for them right there is crazy. But let's see what's the value for Dylan Thieneman. It's either that. It's a little reach for the safety from Toledo right now at this moment. So we're gonna go either McCoy or we're gonna go Thieneman. Because everybody else they can get in the second round or get close to the second round. So who makes more sense for them? Dylan Thieneman, the safety, or we're gonna go with Jamal McCoy? Shit, Peter Woods right there in front of them too. So yeah, I'm going right here. Thieneman. I'm going to just draft him there to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys have a couple of options. But we'll see what they do in a few because, like I said, you never know with Jerry Jones. They're high defensive people. They love getting defense, but we'll see. Next up is the LA Rams. We all know LA Rams don't give too much of a damn about defense. So I'm going to get them Mekhi Lennon on the offensive side. Stafford always can find a receiver. God only knows how they do it, but they seem to do it. The Ravens is coming up. And here's where I think we start seeing a couple of D tackles fly off. Most people have them taking an offensive tackle. I think they go defense right here. And if Peter Woods is sitting right there, I think he flies off the map for them. And I think they take him because that's their number one need. And he'll be sitting right there for the grabbing. I hate to say it. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their number one need is an edge rusher. And you got Kendrick Falk sitting right there. And I think it's between him and Messidor from Miami, Florida. And I think they like Messidor a little bit more. Kendrick Falk is one of those ones. It's between, he's a hit or miss because he could go super, super high or he could be right there where he at because people had him also being looked at with the Cowboys' next pick going there. So I mean, there's potential. He might end up in a Dallas jersey as we keep this thing going. But for right now, we're sitting here with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm gonna get them an edge. I'm gonna give them Messidor because I think he fits more of what they want to do. You talking about a guy that can hit the edge, and when I tell you, my boy is a beast. He's a goddamn beast. Yeah, hold on one second. Let me check the chat and see what everybody doing. Let me keep my eyes on y'all. Hold on. Man said Cowboys may go offensive line. Corners need to, but they don't have Diggs no more. Cowboys got another pick, so we're gonna see what they do in a second. We're gonna see if they bounce right back. All right. Let's get back to it as we do. Back to the draft. So where are we sitting at now? Is this the Jets? The Jets pick is up next. We're doing so far so good. Jets is sitting at 16. The Jets, to me, is probably going to take another best player available approach. We're going to see right now. I think they go with a corner, being that their former guy was a corner. I think they go look right here at, because it's either between that. Yeah. I think McCoy from Tennessee. It's either McCoy from Tennessee or either I give them Omar Cooper right here or Jordan Tyson. But they don't got nobody to throw the damn football. That's the problem with the Jets. Why you see it say the team needs is a wide receiver. So I'm going to listen to the team needs and I'm going to give them Jordan Tyson right there. So based off of team needs, number one needs is what I'm looking at for most of these teams and how I'm going down. The Lions, they need an offensive tackle. So I'm going to get them Spencer Fano from Utah. That guy right there is a dream to have. I mean, big boy was just a mauler. Shout out to here we go. The Vikings, they need a defensive player in the worst way because they need a D tackle, they need a corner, and a safety. Now, this is where things could get freaky because needing a corner, Jermon McCoy is sitting right there. That's your best available player. He's ranked 11th in this entire draft, and they'd be a fool to pass him up. Now, as I make this pick without no feeling involved, the Carolina Panthers. We're sitting there. Oh, wow. So, look, they got quarterback as a priority, a low priority, but they got quarterback as a priority here for the Panthers. Isn't that something? Number one, they believe we should take a tackle, a safety, D tackle, wide receiver, or a tight end. So I've been hearing a lot of people say that they think the Carolina Panthers are going to walk up there tonight and get an offensive tackle. I do believe that we're going to pick an offensive player, and I don't see it as surprising. I think we're going to take Monroe Freeland from Georgia tonight. I think that's the best pick. Sadiq is going to be the pick that everybody's going to holler for. I think that the Carolina Panthers is probably going to, the fans is going to want Sadiq, but I think we're going to take an offensive player today because we need the big guys up on the line. And as you see it right here, it says our number one need is the offensive lineman. Tepper gonna make the pick and he gonna call Sadiq today, but I'm gonna make the pick and say we're gonna probably, if Dan got anything to do with this thing right here. Eternal said, if we don't get Dylan, I'm turning my TV off. We better get a free safety, D tackle, or a linebacker with their first pick. They're going to go offensive probably. I hate to tell you. This is where it gets freaky at. Because defensively, let's see who's the best available player right here. You need a safety in the worst way. And safety, let's see who's available. Toledo. That's too high to pick him. He's a 39th ranked player that you'll be reaching for him. All right, so let's take our time. Let's go to D tackle. D tackle right here, you got Caden McDonald. You could take him and say, okay, this is a fit that you could, put in there. You could go edge rusher and pair somebody and get a Zion Young or a Kendrick Falk right here because he'll be sitting right here. Kendrick Falk be sitting right there. We can pick him. Jacob Rodriguez is everybody else's pick, but you see he's 36. He's a second-round pick. That's what I kept telling everybody. They keep thinking he's going in the first round. No, he isn't. So that takes all the defense off the board right there because I don't think we're looking to get defense. I think out of feeling, and notice what I said, out of feeling for the Carolina Panthers, we're going to take probably an offensive weapon. So let's take a look and see who's at receiver. You got Omar Cooper Jr., Casey Concepcion at 25. He's the 25th ranked. And then you got Denzel Boston, which is a reach for him. You should be looking somewhere up in between Omar Cooper Jr., if you're going to get him, Kenyon Sadiq, or you go Monroe Freeland if you're sitting right here. I love Caden Proctor, tell you the truth, and that's who I would pick. But it's one of them ones. So let's see what the chat say before I put this pick in. You know, I got to build a suspense. If we've been sure we need to win, we need to draft an offensive tackle. I mean, if you really do want to win, that should be the fucking pick. Get an offensive tackle. A man said defense at 19. Shout out to him. Here we go. I'm going to make the selection like I was the GM tonight. And with the 19th pick of the Carolina Panthers, they select offensive tackle Monroe Freeland. Which we know this ain't going to happen, but I just put it out there. That's not going to happen. But I like to do it because I felt like that was going to be a pick that could help out on the offensive side of the ball. If I did decide that that was going to be the next best move. So next up, we got the Cowboys. Cowboys, earlier, we just took them, I believe, who did we get for the Cowboys earlier? I think I gave them a safety earlier. I can't remember. I think I gave them Thielemann. But this time, I'm going to give the Cowboys something that they need. Because, yeah, Kendrick Falk sitting right there. He drops down to them. Shout out to them. We 22 picks already in for this mock draft. Next up, you got the Chargers. They need a D tackle. I fully expect them to do that. Get a D tackle. I'm sorry. Where am I at right now? I am at the Steelers. The Steelers need a tackle within the worst play, a quarterback, offensive guard, or a linebacker. Basically, an offensive player. So quarterback. None of those QBs are going to move the needle in the first round like that. Offensive guard. Let's see who they got. Ooh. I like this right here. I hate to say it, but I'm going to give them, I can never pronounce his name. I can never pronounce. Penn State. What right here? Shout out to him. I'm going to give him. Next up, we got the Chargers. And I think the Chargers is going to probably take a defensive player. You don't know how Harbaugh is over there. So that leaves on the defensive side, K. McDonald is the best player, D tackle. Their number one need, third need is a D tackle. They need an edge rusher. Is there a better edge rusher there? Zion Young. Zion Young. Zion Young may drop right there. I'm thinking I'm going to get him the tackle, man. Yeah. I get him the tackle right here. I'll be nice to old brother Harbaugh. Give him Caden McDonald. Offensive tackle right here. We're going to give them, I don't know now. Georgia needs a bevy of things. Georgia. Not Georgia. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Bulldogs. The Philadelphia Bulldogs need a bevy of things. They need edge rushers. They need linebackers that they can use. They need a receiver. Let's look and see who's there. The best player available right here. Because they need an offensive tackle, and I can get him Lomu right here. Tell you the truth, I'm gonna get him Lomu. Lomu is gonna go right there. Offensive tackle. Next up, wide receiver for the Browns. Man, they took an offensive lineman with their first pick that I gave them earlier. They got Francis Muogwa. I think this time right here, they need to get a young weapon. They lost out on Njoku. I think right here, if they there and Kenyon Sadiq is sitting there, I think they run up to the podium. I'm gonna get them that. Chicago Bears always need protection, so I'm gonna get them Proctor. The Bills is another team. They are a defensive-minded team. That's always been in their DNA. But as of in the past, I'm gonna be real with you. I was going to give them the safety from Toledo right here, but I think they're going to take a pick on a receiver right here for Josh Allen because I think they've seen how much they need that weapon. So it's going to be between Casey Concepcion and then it's going to be Omar Jr. And I think right here, I think we're going Omar Cooper Jr. right here in Buffalo. I think they get their man a weapon because he needed. San Francisco, they need offensive tackles in the worst way. They can't keep offensive guard. They can't keep no offensive lineman up if it ain't Trent Williams. So they need to start thinking about the future. And I think Blake Miller makes the most sense right there from Clemson. Solid guy. Like I said, he'll anchor them for the foreseeable future. I think the Texans, this is another one. They need offensive guards and tackles. Let's see who's available as a guard. They need them in the worst way. Well, 38 is a bit of a reach. So you take, let's see, is there center? Nope, Sam Hite. That's a look. Well, I'm going to be real with you. Max Ahiniaka, Arizona State, they need offensive line in the worst way. Kansas City, this is another tricky one. Kansas City had a pick earlier where I gave them edge rusher. And I think I gave them, I can't remember what I gave them, but anyway, they need defensive players over here as well as offensive players. So let's see who's available in the wide out room. I think they'll pull the plug on Casey Concepcion. I think that would be a decent move. Let me see if I gave them. Nope, I gave them Cornell Tate earlier, so they already got their receiver. So this time right here, I give them an edge. I'm glad I did look and see what I gave them last time. So I answered that need for them already. I'll get them an edge Zion Young right here because they could use that in the worst way. That, or let's see who's available at corner. Colton Hood. Okay, the choice between Colton Hood wouldn't be bad, to tell you the truth. They need an edge, but damn, they need a corner too. I get them Colton Hood, man. Colton Hood a damn good player, man. Every time you see Colton Hood this past season, he was jumping off the damn screen. The boy had 50+ tackles. I believe he had an interception and a forced fumble. So, I mean, goddamn. 8 passes deflected, 5'11", 193 pounds. The boy can play. The boy can play. Yes, he could. The boy can play. Next up, for Miami, I'm going to give them a receiver right here. Because I feel like they just want to got a QB. They're going to get somebody. I was going to get them Denzel Boston, but Casey Concepcion dropped right here to me, so I'm going to give them that. That's the number one need right now anyway. Next up, the New England Patriots with the great Drake May. Their number one position in need right now is wide receiver. I get them Denzel Boston. That's without thinking, bruh. No brainer. They need a weapon for the young boy. Young bull is going to be there. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks, who just won the Super Bowl, they kind of got open availability on anything. You can give them somewhat anything, and it be something that they could use. So I'm gonna put it like this right here. Them boys are always corner hungry. You saw this defense. I think they make a spill right here, and over Christian Miller. I think they're gonna jump up and get CJ Allen right here. I think CJ Allen coming in is one of the best players for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, so let's look at the full results. Let's take a look at this mock draft for what it is. Fernando Mendoza goes number 1. Number 2, David Bailey goes to the Jets. All mostly hits for those teams. Arizona Cardinals, they picked their face of the franchise in Ty Simpson. Over Reese goes in with, like I said, Tennessee. Sonny Styles, Francis Muoga, Jeremy Love, Ruben Bain, Carnell Tate, Caleb Downs, Mansour Delaney. Then at 13, I got Dylan Thieneman, Makai Lennon. I put Peter Woods right there to Baltimore. Akeem Mesidor goes as the edge rusher to Florida. Jordan Tyson is in at 16. Spencer Fano, Jermon McCoy, Monroe Freeland to the Panthers. Kendrick Falk. Look, you can all see how it's listed right here. You can all see how it's listed. All 32 teams mock is done. So we're going to see. He said, who drafted Scott? Who drafted Scott? Which Scott he talking about? Must we got another name? Must be thinking about somebody else. Give me the first name and the last name. Who you talking about? Anyway, like I said, man, Keontae Scott. Oh yeah, he went later on, brother. He's a later round pick. He ain't going in the first round like that. Not in my mock. Keontae Scott, cornerback from Miami, will probably be in the second round around pick 50 to 53. I know exactly who you're talking about. From Miami. It took me a minute to see who you, because when you just say Scott, I was like, it didn't hit me who you was talking about till you tell me, give me the first name. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He'll be in the second round. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. This is the mock draft 2026. We'll be right back up in y'all face in a few minutes. So without further ado, make sure you comment, you like, subscribe. We're going to be doing a preview for the Carolina Panthers right after this. So yeah, come on in here, man. Get your place in. The next link, you'll be seeing it. It's already up. Go ahead and go on over there to that. We're going to get started up in about 5 minutes. So yeah, it's your boys, and we out.